Hi everyone, it's Gail Serna, Psychic Medium, Spiritual Counselor, and Intuitive here. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel. And you'll notice behind me, I have what looks like an Oriental vase. Well, that's exactly what it is. So here's the story behind the vase. My dad and my grandparents lived in Latvia, a country in Europe, during World War II. They chose to immigrate from Europe at the time because it was occupied by the Nazis and it wasn't safe for Jewish people to live in Europe. So they tried to get into America or Israel, but the borders were not open to people at that time. So they ended up immigrating to Harbin, China. Now, Harbin, China wasn't that much more friendlier to the Jewish people either, but I guess it was the better option from living in Europe. And while they were waiting to get into America, they collected many Chinese artifacts. One of them is the vase that you see behind me. Another is an Asian doll. I'll show that in another video. So this vase and the doll are constant reminders to me that I owe my grandparents and my dad a debt of gratitude, because without them, I wouldn't be living in America and have the life that I have now. So although I grew up anxious and I grew up with father issues, I don't condone my father for various behaviors that he may have shown me, but I do have him to thank because his family risked their lives to give myself and my sister and brothers a better upbringing. So for that, I'm in their gratitude. So this is a video today about how to clear those emotional blocks that we hold from our relatives. So the first thing you want to do is, again, they did give you birth, they did give you life, so you want to honor that. The second thing, in the form of a prayer, you can visualize this in your third eye. You can call them in, call your father in, let's say, surrounded by your angels and your spirit guide and his angels, and on your conscious to his subconscious, basically let out whatever it is that bothered you through the years growing up under your father, whatever behaviors those might have been. And then ask Archangel Michael to take those behaviors and send them up into the light for transmutation and healing and pouring forth love in all the open spaces. Because those behaviors, if you visualize what tree roots look like, are basically tree roots that have attached themselves to your etheric body. Those tree roots are like cords. You can never cut cords of love, but you can ask Archangel Michael and your spirit guides to help you cut any cords that are not of your highest and best good. You have to constantly ask, sort of like a maintenance policy, because anytime that thought or story comes back into your mind, you have to keep asking Archangel Michael to cut it. But every time you ask, he does honor it and he does cut it. So if you'd like some energetic cord cutting or an energetic healing session from me, please go to my website and we can dive into this together and you'll feel a lot lighter. A lot of times cords can make you emotionally and physically sick. Now, I know when I need to cut my own cords, when I've been in a bad mood for more than 3 days, or I'm ornery, or things just aren't going right for a long period of time. And I realized that as I dove into my father issues and I really was able to work out a lot of the behavior that bothered me with my upbringing and how it made me feel, I felt a lot lighter. So this is something I'm trained to do. So if you feel like this is something that could benefit you, again, go to my online store on my website and check out some of the options there. I would love to serve you in this manner. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.